If you feel like you've been overwhelmed by negative emotions, then stick around because I'm going to give you some insider information as to how psychotherapists help our clients deal with negative emotions. So look, I'm human too. I know what it's like to deal with negative emotions. We don't always win. Sometimes we get knocked down. Sometimes we feel overwhelmed. Other times it feels like we just lose our sense of control and the bigger picture, and this emotion just takes control. So that's the bad news. But here's some good news from the psychological science. Emotions don't actually last that long. Neurophysiologically, emotions only last a few minutes. Nevern, what are you talking about? I've felt angry for 3 days. Well, let me explain. The actual emotion that you feel subjectively occurs because of physiological changes in your nervous system. Certain areas of the brain get lit up, certain chemicals get dumped into the body excessively, and for those minutes, we feel that emotion. Now, because we are humans, and because we develop the sophisticated ability to use language, we can oftentimes sustain what the body is feeling through thought. So for animals, when they feel an intense emotion, let's say the fear of a zebra who sees a lion, the zebra can run away, be safe, and then start grazing again within a few minutes. But a human in the same situation starts to have lots of thoughts that coat the emotion. And what all of these thoughts do is they activate the same emotional systems as though the external stressor was still happening, as though the activating event was still there. And I'm sure you felt this for yourself before. Think about a time where you felt angry, and the more that you thought about how this person had wronged you, the more you just added wood to that fire. So because we interpret emotions and these bodily signals in terms of thought and interpretation and meaning, we can sustain the emotion longer than we need to. So here's what we would recommend in psychotherapy. If you feel angry, scared, disappointed, guilty, etc., try to give that emotion space just for a few minutes. Allow yourself to feel that emotion without necessarily taking it too seriously thinking-wise. A simple way in which you can do this is to just notice what the emotion feels like in your body. You might feel anxiety in your chest or in your throat. You might feel anger in your fists or in your face. Wherever you feel this emotion, just focus on the bodily sensations, because as you're doing that, you're stopping yourself from adding layers of meaning and cognition and thought onto the actual emotion. So you've preoccupied yourself so that you don't add wood to the fire. So give it a try and see if you can be your own therapist.